Dude, this car is so nice, bro. I do not want to mess it up. I can't believe he just tipped me this much. I mean, I guess I'm just lucky.
It's honestly crazy to think that a detail like this would come to me. You almost, because the car is nicer, you don't want to mess it up, or you almost change your process a little bit. I was trying to pull back with my turbo nozzle because sometimes you could strip off paint if you're not careful. I wouldn't even say that this is something that happens very often or that's recurring. It only happens sometimes. I've used a turbo nozzle on almost every car that I've ever detailed. Sometimes you just try to get too close, like whenever there's bugs on the front bumper and you can't take them off with a wipe, so then you start trying to spray them off and you're pulling paint. Either way, this job was a lot of fun, and it's actually cool to see the car come out the best that it's ever looked. He said that he details it himself, but you know, some people go to a car wash, they vacuum it out, and they get a little bit lazy. A detailer is meant to hit every single little detail, and after how many cars I've done, I've seen a lot of details that people don't even think of, like trying to go into the trimmings or the outside of the car or the door jambs. Nobody thinks to do that with a pressure washer. 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 is incredible, especially if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments. Give 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 a try for free. Just click the link in the comment section and the description of this video. 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 is also the fastest way to send estimates, invoices, and secure payment from your customers, and even providing you with real-time business analytics such as close ratio, sales, and expense tracking. But whenever you're a detailer and somebody is paying you to come to their house and detail their car, you have to give them the representation of the cleanest they've ever seen it. Someone has to be able to get into their car and they're like, oh my gosh, wow, like this is amazing. So you want to take the vacuum, get like a long, skinny one so that you can go into the sides of the seats. You can get underneath the seats all the way, because I'm sure the customer is never actually going to look underneath their seats, never even going to notice the dirt is down there. But once it's gone, trust me, they will know. This job also showed me how relevant a lot of different vacuum head tips are. I mean, being able to use the long one that's really skinny, you can get into all the little crevices. Being able to use one that has the brush on it and then has a suction in the middle, so you're able to pull stuff off the carpets. He did have a bunch of little cloth or like white dots that wouldn't come off, but I would actually need a deeper brush or maybe even a drill to get stuff like that out. So always come prepared. There's a lot of different subsets of detailing that you can take advantage of. You can even charge more. But just to give you guys a simple update on my process, I always go into every single job with the exact same process. That's why whenever I have workers, people that are coming out to help me, they always know the exact my next move, because I'm having them work on one thing while I'm working on one thing so that we can finish the car twice as fast. The process is also way more simple than you think, so it might even blow your mind. I only offer simple and effective services, that way I can finish jobs quick and make the most amount of money possible. To start off the job, I always go interior first, so we go ahead and pull out all the trash while the other guy takes the bucket, gets a wet towel, and then I start pulling out the vacuum once all the trash is gone. So then we're going through every little crack, every crevice. He's gonna pick one side, I'm gonna pick the other side, and start vacuuming everything up until we end up switching, and then same thing vice versa. Then after all the carpets have been vacuumed, maybe even underneath the seats, I'm gonna come back through with my brush that gets rid of all the dust particles. I don't have one of those air pressurizers, which I do recommend, but you can go over the dash, the stereo, you can go over the windows, even the plastic on the side panels. You can try to get everything, and maybe even the tracks behind the seats. It's going to help you get a lot of that dust off. And while I'm doing that, my other guy's going through with one of my sprays and a dry towel that he's taken off, not the same wet one, and now he's going over every surface again, leaving a nice smell behind, and it's also a black finish, so it helps everything to look a little better, look a little darker. And to finish off the interior, I'm going to hit the pedals with tire wet, and then some of the seat tracks. Just make sure that all the gunk looks like it's gone and everything is nice and black. I'd say the exterior isn't where a lot of my expertise is, but whenever we finish up, I have my foam sprayer, cover the car in all the soap after I rinse it off with my pressure washer. Then he comes back behind with a Dawn soaked and water soaked towel, rubs everything in, and then we rinse it off. Make sure to finish off the car, cleaning up the windows on the inside, outside, and the mirrors. Also, don't forget those door jambs and wheel wells. The customer will be amazed. A lot of my subscribers have been struggling to get more customers or even their first customer, but I developed my own lead strategy that has gotten me my first $10,000 in jobs. And good news, my course is completely finished. If you guys want to learn my strategy of how I've gotten $10,000 in free leads that I can continue to service day after day after day, there is now a number that you can contact. Listen, the course is not going to be for free. I give away a lot of good information on this channel, but if you want to take your business to the next level, or you're thinking about starting a business but you don't know how to get customers, in this course I'm going to teach you how not to get scammed, how to get thousands of dollars in free customers that you can service on and on and on, also how to talk to customers and make sure that you sell your service quickly and efficiently with my own personal messages that I've had with customers. You guys can contact this number up here, and if you send me the word strategy, we're going to get you set up immediately.